Well, hello there, YouTube. This is Mr. Gibson Guy, and thank you for stopping by my channel. I've had this channel gone for quite a few years now, and I cover a lot of different stuff, things about motorcycles, things about music, things about movies and TV shows, and I've been doing a lot of stuff about photography, not just photography, but a specific type these days, which they're starting to call analog photography or classic vintage photography. And so I can welcome you here to Cameraland. And here you see we have a whole assortment of various cameras and lenses and motor drives and flash units and all different accessories that I've gathered. That's all from ancient history now, and I've done quite a few videos on this subject about that, and got a lot of responses. And this particular video is a sequel to a previous video that I did. On the first video that I did, it was entitled, let's see here, "The Brilliant Olympus Accessory That Appeared One Day and Then Vanished." So we kind of had a mystery with this video, and I've got over 1,000 views on it. It's only been out a couple of months, and it's very popular. I got a lot of responses from it, but we have to do this video because the mystery has been solved. And so for all of you who saw the original video, now you're turning into this one. This is good because it's the finish of that video, what that video started. And if you haven't, I will see if I can do this. Leave a link in the description down below, and you can click on that link and it will take you to the original video. Hopefully it'll get a lot more popular too, because now it has a sequel to it. But this mysterious accessory that Olympus came up with in the 1970s was something which I found out about back in the time when it was there. I was a Minolta photographer at the time, just using Minolta equipment, but I had come to really love the Olympus line and what they were doing, and I respected them a great deal. And I kind of wish that I'd had an Olympus instead of buying Minolta in the first place, but I had lenses and, you know, auto winders and stuff like that to go with my Minolta equipment, so I was kind of stuck with it. And I stayed with the Minolta stuff for a long time, and then a number of years later, I ended up packing up all my Minolta stuff and shipping it off to KEH, and they sent me back a check, and I started using Nikon equipment, and I still have the Nikons here today. They're still here. But don't worry, I also have a Minolta here. I did recently buy one, and there's a video about that one too. But that's not this subject. This is the subject. Back in the day, when I was learning about the different camera companies, after I had been committed to Minolta, I discovered Minolta, or Olympus cameras, and they did this thing. Photography was on everybody's minds back then. There was a lot of interest in it, and so they started appearing in department stores, and all of a sudden started having photo departments, and in big stores like Kmart had a whole photography department, and there was all kinds of literature. This is Olympus literature, and this is not stuff that's left over from the day. This is something that I found. It's the old original stuff, but this is from the 1970s here, late 1970s on this OM-1, OM-2, and OM-10, and they kind of mix them up because some are N models and some are not N, so they kind of crossed up some of their stuff here. But it was in this literature stuff, not this particular packet, but one that I used to have, that I first came across this accessory, and I will here's the mystery. It was called the Olympus Grip Strap. And what is a grip strap? Well, let me see if I can explain it. It's actually kind of common day today, common use. We'll take a camera here. This is, and some of you are saying, wait a minute, you got like 17 film cameras back there in that case, and you're grabbing a digital camera. Well, what can I say? They can be of use at times like that, but like I can show you where a grip is. This thing here, built into the camera, is this little grip, hand grip, that you wrap your fingers around and you work the camera from there. Now a grip strap would be something like this, which takes a strap and attaches it up at the top, wraps it around down under, and it will wrap around your hand. So when you're holding the camera just stays attached to your hand. And of course you can use the other hand to focus, unless you have one of these, because it focuses itself, hopefully. But a grip strap would be something like that. And back in the mid-1970s, that's a pretty big deal. And what a great idea. A lot of people are interested in cameras and wanted to keep their camera at the ready, not just hanging around their neck or over their shoulder. So in some of the literature, the grip strap all of a sudden started to appear. And we even had a forensic clue. Because if you looked at, let's see, this is an OM-1, not N, and it is attached to a Winder 2. You can tell Winder 2s because it has sequence and single as well as off. And this Winder 2 does something that they're not supposed to do. You can set it to either sequence. It's going all the time. Or you can set it to single, and it still thinks it's sequence. You just have to keep this one turned off. Something got into the switch, and so it's just permanently on. I haven't been able to get that out. But the reason I showed you the OM-1 is because of this. See this little piece of steel here that sticks out? And you'll find this on every Winder 1, every Winder 2, every Motordrive 1 and every Motordrive 2. It has this one little steel thing that comes out right here at the bottom of the grip. What was that for? That was out at the beginning and out when they discontinued these years and years later. But they all had this. This was your hint to the grip strap, because Olympus had made a grip strap and they put it in a little bit of their literature and then it vanished again. But this little steel hook has always been there on all the Winders and Motordrives. So I thought, am I crazy? I know that I saw this thing, and I looked all over and researched online and I couldn't find anything about it. So I made the video about it and I put that up, and some people were very nice and helpful that watched the video and wrote to me and said, yes, you are not imagining things. There really was a grip strap. It was really cool, and you can't find them anymore. And so that was a very sad occurrence that you can't find the grip strap. But this is the modern day, and if you search far enough and wide enough and persevere long enough, you can find just about anything. And sure enough, I found it. That's right, you guessed it, I found the grip strap. I think it was 2.5 months ago that I did the video, and this is now January. At the beginning, we're at the end of January, but at the very beginning of January, I happened to be online, and somebody had said something to me about online about the grip strap. Oh, I should look it up. So I went into Google and searched, and I came up with something. The Olympus Grip Strap. And so I followed the link and it took me to eBay. And guess what happened? Somebody in jolly old England had a grip strap, an Olympus grip strap, and it was for sale. And it was, I don't remember, something like £6 British. I thought, okay. Well, by the time you do the currency conversion and you do the taxes and you do the import fees and you do the shipping, it takes you almost an entire month and about 4 times what you originally paid for it. But you can get, here it is, the Olympus Grip Strap. Look at that. There it is. It arrived this afternoon, and I quickly opened up the package, cleaned up my OM-2 so it would look nice on the camera, and went about to attach it. And it wasn't even very difficult. It was pretty basic. It's a little bit more complex than a neck strap or something, because you got to put one of them on the loop here, where you put your strap on, and then the bottom piece, there's actually another little steel hook that goes in here, and that is how you hook. The strap goes on here, this to the little eyelet that is built into the winder. This one is the Winder 1. Yes, it only has single, doesn't have continuous. But I'll show you that. We'll check that out too. But let's see. I'll get the window here so you can see. Here we go. Here we have the grip strap. And it has these inner flaps also, because that's when your hand goes in there, you got to have these on the other side, and the bottom one likes to push through. You see that one there? So you have to kind of hold this bottom one into place while your hand slides in the glove here. It's kind of like a baseball glove, and then you keep this part pushed back there, so it keeps you from messing your hand up on the metal parts back there. But then you get a good purchase on this, get a good grip, get it tightened. You have tightening here and down here, top and bottom, to adjust it to your hand size. And then your hand just goes like that, and you're free to focus however you want. Turn your f-stops, this is Olympus, they're up in front, and everything is available to you there, while the handle or the camera is held in place. Now let me see if I can show you this so you can see it branded into the leather. Yeah, they use leather on this. It's a very nice strap. Now I have one on my Sony right here, but it's cheesy plastic and nylon, not leather like this. And this one is really comfortable too. Doesn't hurt your hand. And you can see it says Olympus right across here. I took a dry toothbrush to this thing and polished up the leather. It came out looking really nice. It was a little bit aged looking when I got it, but I cleaned it up nicely, and that's perfect. So let's see, single, this winder works okay. Well, this winder works okay, or not. What are we doing here? Are we turned on? Alright, well, the grip strap works. The auto winder was supposed to work. But it doesn't. Reset there. Alright, well, so much for that. These are vintage cameras after all. And it was working. It's working like this. My new FA with a Motordrive 11. Ooh, that's more like it. So, Olympus we're going to work on. So that is the grip strap. And you have seen that the thing really does exist, even if the auto winder isn't winding right now. not being very mindful of its direction I'm giving it. Huh. Alright, well, you know, that's what happens when you go on camera. But if you have a grip strap, at least you can show everybody that it works. There you go. That's it. So, if you found this informative, you like the video, give me a like. We could use some more subscribers. We're getting really close to 1,000, and we just, you know, we got like under 40 to go. We're clicking along there, so please give me a subscription. It doesn't cost you anything, and subscribe and you get notices of when I find out how this Olympus starts working again. I have to figure that out. Funny, the Winder 2 won't stop. The Winder 1 won't start. I think you could fix those up. Thanks for visiting. This is Mr. Gibson Guy, and I will see you on the next video.